Boyfriend, 21M, mad at me because I, 19F, refuse to hang out with his family. My boyfriend, 21M, and I, 19F, have been dating for about 5 months now. I let him know early on that I had terrible anxiety and do terrible in social situations. I also let him know that I am a very organized person. I used to wake up every morning and plan out my days hour by hour in my planner, and if things happened outside of that plan, I would get upset. I've since stopped using that planner after we started dating because he is a very spontaneous person, and it was also not good for my mental health anyway. However, I still plan things here and there, like if I'm going somewhere, I'll create an itinerary. It satisfies my planning fixation while also helping me stay educated on what my trip will look like. He invites me to family functions, primarily birthday parties, but he usually tells me the day of, even just a couple of hours in advance. I typically have to mentally prepare before putting myself in social situations, but I understand life can be unpredictable and that's okay. So I use a coping mechanism that my therapist teaches me, and I push through to make him happy. I also want to be around his family. I want to be close with his mom and siblings. These are things I long for. Some days I just can't push through. On top of my anxiety, I also have depression, and some days the little energy I get is used to simply get out of bed to take care of myself, brushing teeth, shower, etc. Like I said, I always prioritize using a coping mechanism learned in therapy to push through my emotions and join him for these family functions. But there are a couple of days where I just can't do it. It's not that I don't want to be around his family. I'm at a point where I don't even want to be around my own family. I just need solitude to get through dark situations. Last night it was his cousin's birthday, and he asked me at 5:13 if I would like to join him in attendance. He also told me the party was at 6. Today I was supposed to take my cousins, who have just got their citizenship, so this is their first time in America, to Universal Studios for the first time. So I was creating an itinerary as detailed as possible so that our trip would be of ease. It takes hours to do so, and I let him know yesterday morning that I would be spending my night preparing for the next day. He told me, of course, no worries. And then he said, I'm very frustrated and tired of me voicing my concern with how I'd like you to put me and my family first for once, so I'm communicating this and I just need space. I followed up the message with several examples of how I've had to alter my plans, even scrap them entirely, just to make time for his family. For example, I had planned a trip with my cousins months ago to go to a town over and check it out, and he told the day of that it was his sister's birthday and he'd like for me to attend her birthday party. I had to remove a lot of things from my plan so that we could all go home early just so I could make it to his sister's birthday. His response was, I need someone who doesn't think seeing my family is a burden, and went on about how he is jealous when he sees his family members bring their significant others around and I cannot be of attendance. I work at a job where I'm working Friday to Sunday, so I cannot attend most of their family gatherings because I am at work, which is why I do my best to go whenever I can, even if it's last minute. He says he wants someone who seeks a connection with my family. I never once said I didn't want a connection with his family. I try to explain that I do my best to push through my anxiety, and I will always be there whenever I can, especially since I usually work on days where most of these gatherings take place. I can't seem to get through to him, and I feel like he blew things out of proportion. I said I had to decline the invitation because I had to prepare for an important day and sleep early, and he twisted it into me somehow not wanting to connect or spend time with his family. He also says he's disappointed in me and thought he knew me. How can we move forward from this? How can I show more interest in wanting to spend time with his family without coming off as annoying? How should I respond further? TLDR, I told my boyfriend I was going to spend the night creating an itinerary for my cousins and I's trip to Universal Studios because it is their first time. But he invited me to his cousin's birthday party an hour before it started and got upset with me when I declined to continue prepping for the following day. He says that he wishes I would put his family first for once, despite the fact that I've had to alter plans, even scrap them, just because he told me last minute that he would like for me to attend a family function. How should I respond further? What can I do to make it up to him?